Imagine, if you will, a zone where animals can talk to humans.
Submitted for your amazement,
The Pet Psychic, as we enter the animal zone. Well, today on Animal Zone, we're at Golden Heart Ranch in the beautiful Ojai Valley of California with the pet psychic Laura Stinchfield, and we've got a veterinarian, Charlie Liskey, and his assistant, Amber. And we've got a wonderful horse here that has joined us. And tell me, who's the horse?
It's Miss Butterscotch.
Miss Butterscotch, and Miss Butterscotch looks kind of furry. Is it because she has just not had a nice...
No, she has a medical
clean?
condition called Cushing's syndrome.
Oh.
And it causes excessive hair growth and some other metabolic issues.
Now, Charlie, you're a vet, right?
Yes, uh-huh.
And you're an athlete too, as I understand. You've done an incredible foot race across the Death Valley. You've ridden your bicycle from California to Georgia. I've
Had the good fortune to be sound enough to run long distance foot races and also cycle long distances, and I was lucky enough to finish the Badwater race a couple times and also the race across America several times.
That's fantastic. I mean, to be an athlete and to be able to handle horses, that's a lot going on.
Yes.
Now, Butterscotch is maybe not the easiest horse to deal with, am I right?
Yes, she's quite a handful when she wants to get wound up. She was owned by a local woman, horsewoman here in Ojai, named Pat Ledoux, and Pat unfortunately passed away a few years ago, and Amber and Al, the owner of the ranch, have been her caretakers since Pat passed away, which is very nice. But she's been known to toss you on the ground every now and then. She doesn't look like it, but she's...
So Amber, did you just sort of adopt Butterscotch?
Yeah, kind of. Pat kind of asked me to take care of her if anything happened to her, and so she's just sort of hung out here ever since.
She's had a challenging life, hasn't she?
Yes, a lot of trauma, especially recently. Lost a couple of her pasture mates in the last few years, one of them actually in the last few months. And she does not like to be by herself, so but it's a challenge because she's so old to find somebody that works with her, because we don't want her to get hurt. So
how old is she?
She is 1 year younger than me, so she is 28. I think she's turning 29 this year. Wow. Yeah.
Well, maybe what we should do is you could maybe tap in to Butterscotch and find out what she's feeling about things.
Yeah, okay, let's get her. What do you think, Butterscotch? What do you want to say? You've been thinking about it? She says she's been thinking about a lot of things. She says that even though she's a lot to handle, she really feels like Al and Amber and Charlie are her family, and she says she loves them. She says, well, she never means to be a pain, and then she says, well, I don't mean to be a pain and hurt their feelings. She says that I can tell Charlie that Pat is here 100% of the time when he's here. Which is her deceased mom person, and she's always watching over his shoulder.
I noticed that she's a little long in the tooth. No, maybe a little short in the tooth, actually.
Well, no, they call it long in the tooth in the front.
Right, there's not much there, right?
Yeah, as they get older, they grind their teeth down, and that's what one of her problems are, is her teeth are really short in the back. Her molars are short, so they're more likely to loosen up and to get, infection.
She wants to know if you take out a tooth in the back, would you need to give her stitches?
No.
No, no.
She's showing her teeth.
She wants to know if you take it out, will she feel better?
It's possible, yeah.
Well, now, does Butterscotch have any words of wisdom that she could share with us?
Did you hear that? Do you have any words of wisdom from your life? Really? That's your words of wisdom? Yeah. She says that when you think someone is cranky, don't take it personally.
I like that, Miss
That
B.
is wise. And I'm glad we're not cranky today, are we? We're going to take a quick break. We got more Animal Zone coming right up. Before we go to a break, I have to show you what happened right after we filmed this segment with Laura. We started filming another segment with our veterinarian guest, Charlie, giving Butterscotch an examination, and just like Butterscotch told Laura, she had a loose tooth that was causing her pain. Charlie was able to pull it right out. Now, isn't that amazing?